Hello, I'm Patrick Gallagher, Chief Executive of the City Sprint Group. What's great about selecting someone like Liberty is the hidden benefits. And one of those things is the dynamic between all the key parties involved, whether that's the potential private equity partner, whether that's the management team, or whether that's your corporate advisors, and lawyers to boot. They all have to work effectively together. So having someone like Liberty with their standing and their reputation is a real leap ahead. And of course the proof's in the pudding, but I'm pleased to say that they navigated through that territory really well, and that was a real benefit to me in the deal. To be honest, the key aspect was we had Liberty in our corner. If we'd chosen someone that didn't have such a good reputation, you're leaving yourself open to be treated or be taken advantage of. No one's going to take advantage of Liberty.
My name's Ian Simpkins, I'm the CEO of Audley Travel. We engaged with Liberty as our management advisors. We were in our second round of investment at the time. Being the management team where we were rolling over a stake of money, we were classically stuck in the middle because we were both sellers and buyers. And Liberty really were the only people that were on our side truly in understanding and batting for us. So what they could help us with is saying what's possible and what to look out for. So some of the things that we should be negotiating for on both the sell side and the buy side, and some of the pitfalls to look out for, and some of the things that we should have asked for as well, and what could be achieved. So one of the things we wanted to do with Audley is align all of our stakeholders together. So we talk about growth being important for us as a business, which is very important for an investor. But generally for our staff, growth means more work. So what we wanted them to do is be able to share in that growth, and we are very much a people business. So the bigger we grow, the more people we have to bring in. And people seeing that as a positive, we wanted to make them partners within the business. So Liberty helped us devise a scheme that could drive share ownership through the company, and we've got around 300 people who are members of that share scheme now.
Hi, I'm Greg Watson. I'm the Chief Executive of GL Education. As a management team, we saw three potential challenges where Liberty could really help us. The first was that actually as a team we weren't that experienced in this kind of process. We really only had one person who'd been through something similar before, so actually they could bring their experience and their knowledge to bear so that we were ready for what we were about to go through. Second thing is, they could help us with speed. There was a decent chance that this process was going to go really fast. We didn't want to be in a position where we had to simultaneously pitch the business, sell our ambitions, negotiate over the terms of the exit, and at the same time be negotiating with new investors about management terms. So the fact that they could prep us ahead took a lot of the heat out of that process. And the third thing is, as a management team, you have to come out of this process able to work with your new investors. There's bound to be some tough negotiation at some point, and by having Liberty take on some of the tougher detail in that meant that we didn't have to have big fallings out with the guys who now we're working with very successfully.
My name's John Steer. I'm the Group Finance Director of a business called Equinity. We'd agreed with Adam International, our private equity owner at the time, that we would go through a full dual track process. We then reached out between myself and Guy to people who had gone through a similar process. I know similar colleagues and friends who've done that. And Liberty were one of the people that were recommended to us. So as we decided to focus on an IPO, where Liberty were extremely helpful, is to go through and look at market data, not only for what people are remunerated as, for example, the FTSE 250 CFO, but also actually looking at what had happened with businesses as they came to market, thinking about lock-up agreements, thinking about money you might need to invest and what's been deemed acceptable with investors in there. Having that on a very factual basis was very powerful with our owners at the time, because we could speak objectively about, here's concrete examples when other businesses have come to market. This is what we feel is fair and reasonable, as they were asking, particularly myself and Guy, to make substantial commitments to the business, and that I think actually got a very constructive dialogue going to get everybody aligned with where we wanted to end up.
Hi, my name is Ewan Fraser. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Alpha Financial Markets Consulting. So the deal that Liberty advised us on was our second private equity deal in 2 years. I think second time round we obviously had a much stronger view of what we could achieve. But what was really helpful in working with Liberty is that they had a very clear position that their role was to optimise the deal. It was to optimise the deal for both the management team, the outgoing private equity firm, the incoming PE firm. It was about making sure the deal was a good one, but it was optimised for the management team. And I think that, and they were very, very true to that. They explained what best practice looked like in the marketplace. They explained very clearly what we could hope for. And I think, again, they explained very, very carefully that in any deal, you can't get everything that you're looking for, but you had a sense of what the different levers were, where we could get things that were important to us, and what we might want to concede and leave on the table. And I think that advice was very, very helpful. And I certainly felt that we all rapidly concluded these negotiations, and each party was very comfortable and confident with the final shape of the deal.